Hey, Cody, come on in. How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. So my name is Miss Hansen. I'm the school counselor here. Do you know what a school counselor does?
Uh, Helps us students with areas we might be struggling with, maybe grades, maybe helps us kind of get a roadmap of what it looks like to get to college, help us with requirements we need to meet, help us with different schools that might offer certain things we're interested in.
Yeah, you kind of took all different routes that I help you with. Yeah, so I'm here at school just as a resource for all the students. Sometimes there's things going on in the classroom that they're struggling with their schoolwork, or sometimes there's things going on, having troubles with their friends, or even stuff going on at home. Just here to help you guys out and just here to talk to me whenever you need me. Mainly just want to call you in. This is our first time meeting and kind of just let you know about a little bit of what I do. Do you have questions at all?
No, I don't have any questions really.
Awesome. Okay. Another cool part about what I do is that when you're in here, what we talk about with between me and you stays between me and you. So it's kind of like I'm your secret keeper. Only time that I do have to break that confidentiality is if I feel that someone is hurting you, or if you're hurting yourself, or might hurt someone else, because I want to make sure you stay safe.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So have you ever played Jenga?
I think so. It's been a while, but
Been a while?
yeah, I think I get the gist of it.
All right. I thought it'd be kind of cool to play. What do you think?
Sounds good.
All right.
You're the boss.
I'm not the boss. All right. Okay. So let's see if I can get this started without making it fall over. Okay.
Good job.
All right. So how it's going to go, just your normal Jenga. We'll try to get these pieces out without making it fall. And for every piece that we take off, I have this stack of questions, and we can kind of ask each other some questions. Kind of get to know each other a little bit better.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
Can I just pull the top ones?
If you want to.
Is that against the rules?
No, I don't. I think that's just smart. Okay. Do you want to pull a card? You can ask me a question.
Couldn't you just do that all the way down then?
You probably could. But where's the fun in that?
We'll start out this way just so we can get some questions started.
Okay.
Okay. Who is someone you admire and why?
Someone I admire. I admire my mom. She was always a really good example for me growing up, and she worked really hard to support me and my siblings, so I look up to her a lot. So, what about you? Someone you look up to?
I would say someone that I admire would be my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's definitely been a model for somebody that does everything they possibly can to provide for their family. He's made sacrifices for us. He's worked really, really hard to give us everything that we wanted. And yeah, he's definitely just a man that when he sees something he wants, he goes and he gets it no matter the cost.
That's awesome. It's nice you have someone to look up to, be a model for you.
Yeah, I think so.
Good. All right, so I'll try and go now. I might be.
You want this back?
You can just put it right here. I'll go in the middle here. What is your favorite and least favorite part about school?
I think obviously my favorite part is just seeing all my friends, seeing them in between classes, just kind of talking to them about the day, just getting some time to kind of talk with them. A lot of the guys I play sports with, so it kind of gives us some time to just hang out and kind of BS and just talk about whatever.
Yeah. What about your least favorite?
My least favorite part is probably math class. it's just not my strongest subject.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they make me do a lot more work than I want to, even though I might be able to find the answer out my own way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't really see the need in doing all the different steps they want us to do, so it just kind of creates extra work for me, and it's just not my favorite thing to do.
Okay.
What is your favorite part about school, and what's your least favorite part about school?
Oh man, my favorite part is I love being able to come here every day and see all the students. So it kind of makes me happy, just getting to, I don't know, whether I talk to you or not, as long as I can just be a smiling face, maybe brighten up your day, or tackle the hard subjects, just being a resource, so that makes me happy. Least favorite, probably waking up early every day. I can do it, but I'd much rather kind of sleep in just a little bit longer, enjoy my coffee.
It's always the hard part.
Yeah, but I'm used to it now, so. All right, you want to go?
All right. I guess I could try and take a risk here.
Oh, gosh.
I don't like that one. These are all sliding. I don't like this. Oof. I don't like that one either.
Oh, that looks pretty good.
I don't want to ruin the game early.
All right, that's good.
Name one of your hobbies.
One of my hobbies. I really enjoy taking my dog out on adventures. So whether it's taking him just to the park or to the lake, to the river trail, that's really something that I enjoy. What about you?
I'd probably just say just sports.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of just played sports my whole life. I don't really hunt or fish or anything like that. That's just kind of what I've always done growing up.
Mm-hmm.
All my best friends have all played sports, so.
Do you have a favorite sport, specifically?
Probably basketball. That
Yeah.
would probably be my favorite between all of them. I think it's just something that's I've just taken a liking to more. I watch basketball a lot with my family and friends, so it's just one of those things. It's kind of like a culture that I'm very into.
Awesome. Have you been watching NBA games?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you a Warriors fan or a who's the other team?
The Blazers.
Blazers. Are you a Blazers fan or a Warriors fan?
I am a Blazers fan.
Blazers fan, really?
Yep.
Okay. Well, looks like they have to come back a little bit, right?
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it. Might be hard, but.
All right. I don't know what that sound is. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Hold that thought. All right.
Shut that off.
Yeah. All right. Where were we? My turn? Your turn?
It's your turn to go.
My turn. Okay. I might go easy this time, or try this one. Nope, I won't try that one. How about this one?
That works. If
you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Oh, man. Anywhere in the world. I'd probably say Tokyo.
Really?
Kind of seems like, kind of goes along with that basketball thing. They have like a huge basketball culture, a lot of technology, a lot of modern technology. It's kind of just a really cool, big, fast-paced city.
Yeah.
Seems like there'd be a lot to do there. It'd just be a cool culture to kind of go and visit.
Yeah, no, I agree. That'd be awesome. I kind of want to go somewhere in that region. Probably, I don't know about Tokyo, but somewhere in Southeast Asia is where I'd always wanted to go. So, I'm going to cut it short just a little bit. I think next time that we meet, we can continue our game. Got a few more cards too, so we can tackle those next time. What do you think? Good?
That sounds good.
Okay.
What do you think?
So, mainly I just wanted to check in with you just because we're so close to the end of the year. I think we've got, not too long left, just a little over a month left. And, we're getting ready to graduate and move on from, middle school, head on to high school. So are we excited about that, or are we
Yeah,
nervous?
yeah, I'm excited. Definitely nervous.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot of unknowns about going to a bigger school. Kind of it's just like a lot more fish in the pond, so to speak. So I just feel like it's a little overwhelming going outside of my comfort zone and maybe having to make new friends. Always nervous that won't stay as tight with the group of friends that I currently have, and maybe we don't always all play the same sports. Maybe we make new friends, and everyone kind of goes their own ways, and it's just a uncharted territory.
And that kind of makes you nervous that you might not stay close with those same friends?
Yeah, I've known them my whole life, so hopefully we do, but there's always a chance that we don't.
Yeah. And are you okay with that? Are you open to making new friends? Or?
Yeah, I think so. There's a lot of other kids that I've played sports against growing up that, we all kind of mutually know each other, but we haven't always gone to the same school, so maybe, maybe be closer friends with them than I thought.
You might have people that you were like enemies with on two different teams. Now you guys might be teammates.
I think that's a strong possibility.
Well, it's exciting. So obviously sports is a big one for you, and are you going to try out for the teams or?
Yeah, I think I'll try out for whatever teams I can possibly try out for. Hopefully baseball, basketball, football, but maybe just one if that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I love it. You want to be involved in sports is obviously a good one, and there's all like these different clubs too, and different routes that you can take, and something for you to meet people for sure. That's the thing. You're moving from a smaller school to a big school, so I think a lot of the kids are kind of feeling in the same boat as you.
Yeah.
So, what else are you kind of nervous about?
I don't know. Maybe grades. I think I don't have a lot of strong suits when it comes to school, and I'm worried things might get even harder as things go along, and it's just something that makes me kind of nervous.
Okay. Is it the school subjects themselves, or is it the amount of schoolwork, or
probably
teachers?
Probably the amount of work itself. It seems like it's just like piling on more and more and more. Almost just seems like it kind of never ends.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, that's a valid concern because, next year we will have multiple class periods. You're going to have a little bit more homework in each class. And, each teacher might be different, but it is something that I think that we should maybe talk about how to manage all of that and stay on top of those grades so you're eligible to play sports because that's a big one too. Yeah. Okay. So that is one of the reasons that I did want to chat with you today is because we are going to be checking in about grades. How have things been going in all of your classes?
Well, I feel like you probably have an idea of how they're going, since that's why I'm here in the first place, one of the reasons. But I'm doing all right in some of my classes, but as I mentioned before, math is kind of difficult for me. My teacher wants me to show a lot of my work on how I got answers rather than just putting the answer down, and I don't always do that, and so I get points marked down, and that kind of discourages me a little bit. And then like I said, it's just a lot of homework that I have to do, and I don't always do it. Sometimes I'd rather go and play basketball down at the park or go hang out with my friends, but I know that if I want to play high school sports or even beyond that, the grades are important to that too. So I need to stay on top of it, not have missing assignments, and do better.
Okay. Well, yeah, you said I probably have an idea, but what's one thing is I can see just from on a computer screen. Okay, Cody has he has a 60% in one class, he has a 55 in another class. But what you're telling me is you're giving me a whole lot more background information and kind of gives me more of an understanding of where we're struggling exactly, and gives me a better understanding how I can help you. So if you want to take a look with me, specifically, it's going to be our language arts grade is doing okay. It's at a 60%, so that's passing, which is awesome. but you're kind of towing the line a little bit as far as between a D and an F. So I hope that we can maybe bump that up a little bit, give yourself a little bit more cushion, so we can end the year strong. And then, as you said, that darn math, huh? So we're going to focus on getting that 55% up also to a passing grade before the end of the year.
Okay.
Okay. So you mentioned that sometimes having to go through the steps and show your work on assignments kind of almost, it's just busy work to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you kind of get marked down for that. And then is there a way that do you know how to show the steps?
Not always.
Not
Sometimes
always.
that part that confuses me more than the way I think I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the way my teacher wants it. So
Okay.
it's obviously reflecting on my grades. So maybe I can just swallow my pride and maybe just talk to the teacher a little more and see if I can get some help. And if that's the way that she wants me to do it, maybe I can just ask for a little bit more help on having to do that.
Have you tried asking for any help yet?
No.
No? Okay. Well, let me tell you a secret. Your teachers want you to do well in their classes, and they want to help you. The unfortunate part is that they're not always mind readers, so sometimes you got to help them out a little bit and say, hey, can you show me how you want this done, or can you show me how to properly do this? And so I think that'll really help a little bit, and if you ever need help on maybe how to ask for help or how to approach the situation. I know sometimes it can kind of be like nerve-wracking, but that's part of my job. I'm kind of here to help you out. Okay. And then, so yeah, asking the teacher, or have you ever thought of maybe like any tutoring after school, or
maybe.
Maybe.
If I, if that's what I have to do to play sports and get my grades up, then I'm willing to do that.
Okay.
If they're willing to help me, I'm willing to listen.
Yeah. And another thing you mentioned is about the missing assignments. Sometimes we just kind of like don't do them because we'd rather go have fun with friends or play basketball. So what is a way that we can maybe try to figure that part out? How are we going to get those done?
Maybe just making those a priority. Just the going to the park or playing sports is something that I get to do because I've finished my homework. It's not just something that I prioritize. Just maybe putting the priority on. If I just do it first thing, sit down, get it done, then it's out of the way and I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. And I think, it won't be easy right away. You're going to be just like itching to get out of there. But I think to start out, maybe just doing a little bit here and there, taking a small break, coming back to it, doing some, taking a break, until you really can just sit down and get it done. So that sounds maybe something you can do.
Yeah, normally my parents pick me up from school, so maybe I could just stay at school a little longer and just get it done while I'm at the school. Because if I go home, I'm not going to want to do it.
Okay. Well, at least you recognize that, so that's good. And if that's an option for parents, maybe to pick you up a little bit later.
I think they'd be willing to do that.
Okay. Well, it
My
sounds...
dad's normally late anyway, so...
He makes you wait? Is he never on time?
No.
Is Mom on time?
Mom's always on time.
Mom's always on. Moms are really on. Okay. So, sounds like we have a plan for math, as far as maybe asking our teacher for help, considering tutoring if we need it, if we don't understand what exactly we're doing, and then staying later after school, or making sure that we prioritize our homework before we can go do that extra stuff.
I think that all sounds fair.
Yeah. And then as far as your language arts goes, you're passing, but we want to make sure that we get it up a little bit. So when it comes time to maybe studying for our next test, make sure you study hard and crush it, and you'll get that extra cushion we need. And again, if you're not understanding a certain area, just ask your teacher. Okay, so next time we meet, it'll probably be about a week or so, and make sure you have some time to, put these things into place. Okay, it's not going to happen overnight, right? So how about we check in again, and then we'll kind of see where our grades are at, how those strategies have been working for you, if we need to change things or adjust, and then go from there.
Okay.
All right, we're
That
almost
sounds
at
good.
the finish line.
Thank you for your help. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Any questions at all, or anything else on your mind?
No,
No. All right.
it's nice getting to know you a little bit.
Yeah. Pleasure. Well, thank you again for coming in today. Okay. You can go back to class and enjoy the rest of your Friday.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Bye, Miss Hansen.